Welcome back, minions, to my Let's Play of Final Fantasy V 4-Job Fiesta. When we last left off, we had just completed the Pyramid of Moor and got the first of the 4 tablets that will apparently break the seal on the 12 legendary weapons that a bunch of heroes used 1,000 years ago to seal an evil wizard anew, or to defeat an evil wizard anew and seal the void away. But now that void is breaking away because X-Death has destroyed the crystals of both worlds, causing the world to merge. And speaking of breaking free, somehow Lena has broken free of the void host, because she was sucked up into the void with Castle Tycoon. Is she okay? Uh-oh. She doesn't sound okay. What's going on? Oh, no. Well, uh-oh. It looks like she's been possessed by one of the evil spirits that were also sealed away in the, that was also sealed away with the void. So that's why, Sage Guido said that, we couldn't, challenge X-Death right now because, there's so many evil, powerful monsters in the void. You wouldn't stand a chance. You have to get those legendary weapons first. So, but apparently one of those evil spirits is taking over Lena's body, and X-Death thinks it would be funny if she defeated us. Uh-oh, and now X-Death's gonna suck up Sage Guido into the void. So that's why I said it was important earlier that if you had a bard class, that you got that song from the scholar on the top of the roof, because otherwise you won't be able to access the ancient library here anymore. Boink! Uh-oh. Thankfully, though, there will be somebody still around to give clues that the ancient library had. So, remember the ancient library, some of the scholars and Guido would read the book to let you know where the tablets were, so we'll have somebody else take over that. We'll see it in a little bit, so we gotta somehow get Lena back to her senses. Yeah, Lena, stop. It's not very princess-like. Uh-oh. And the Windrake attacked. Now, even though it said that the Windrake sacrificed itself, that Windrake is still alive. It'll play an important part of the game a little bit later. But we've expelled the evil creature from Lena's body, so she pops out here. Now she does these barrier shifts. Physical attacks ain't gonna really do anything against her, so we're gonna have to rely on magic. Unfortunately, she changes her weakness. But one of the good things is she always enters the fight weak against fire, so that's pretty good. So we'll just have to abuse that weakness as long as we can. So summon our freaks, throw fire skeins. Should have probably made Faris the ninja a ninja and had her then throw skeins as well, but oh well. Nope, and here's the barrier shift. Now, unfortunately, we don't have a blue mage with the scan ability or a white mage with the scan spell to see what her weakness is, so we just kind of gotta hope for the best. So well, through lightning, so now we know that lightning isn't it, so we'll try something else. So we'll try Shiva, because most likely she's not going to barrier shift from one weakness to the same weakness. Yay! So, but sadly we don't really have, you know, any more rods to break. We have I think we may have a thunder rod left, but so if she pops up weak against the ice, I mean lightning, we can use that again, but otherwise just a slow drain with like Shiva and the skeins. So, and she's healing herself pretty decently there when she casts magic. So it's too bad she doesn't cast her weakness against herself. So I mean, you might maybe can use that to kind of figure things out. So she hasn't cast either fire or she hasn't cast ice this thing. She cast fire and lightning. So you know, okay, well, she's not going to cast a spell that can reflect back and hurt her really bad for massive damage. So that's another way, I guess, if you're not you can find out, but that would take a while to find out. So as you can see, took several turns. We've got 3 turns of Shiva hitting her by the time she finally used the fire spell. So yeah, too bad a lot of our characters can't use the elemental shield. So we'll just heal ourselves up. Our physical class, Krile's not gonna be good for too much other than, you know, throwing potions and healing. Unfortunately, those water schemes do not function as ice, so RASAR can't throw the waters to deal damage to her here. He can only really hurt her when she has the lightning or the flame weakness, so he'll just basically be a healer. You know, try to throw the water, but yeah, it doesn't do anything. Just like Krile's fists weren't doing anything either, so slowly chipping away. Basically 1,000 per summon. So just gotta make sure we keep Faris alive, because she's the big one. So there's another barrier change, and we gotta find out what she's doing. So well, let's try Thunder. She hasn't been weak to Thunder yet. Nope, still strong against Thunder. So well, let's try a Freak. So don't think she probably would have. She may have changed weaknesses, same thing. Nope, she's back to fire, so woohoo! So now that means we have at least 2 damagers to deal damage. RASAR can contribute once again now, throwing the fire scheme. So now the problem is she doesn't keep the same barrier. Like, it's not a set amount of turns. See, even though she was weak to fire there, it would have been nice if she stayed fire as long as she did with ice, but she can shift whenever she wants to, so boo. Let's see. Once again, we'll see if it'd be nice if it's lightning weakness. We know it's not fire. Nope. Well, so yep, back to the ice again, so which, like I said, is probably the worst weakness for her to be weak against, because then we can only damage her with Faris's Shiva, so come on, we want a lightning here, because I think I have the lightning rod that I can break. Woohoo! There we go. Krile will go back on her healing duties, keeping Faris alive. RASAR can go back to throwing lightning schemes now. Donk. Yeah, we got that one remaining thunder rod, so well, let's do some max damage with it and break it. Yeah, each of those rods are taking off about 1/4 of her hit points, so she should be pretty close. She did heal herself up quite a few times, but we have been doing consistent damage, so more of a annoying fight. Woohoo! Thankfully, we're getting, when we upgrade our weapons, we got the first of those sealed weapons, we'll get a rod that boosts all elemental damage, so that'll be nice. Although I'll also be getting a few new summons, so, and a lot of this will all be possible because, as you saw when Bahamut broke away, the airship also broke away, so we can go finally get an airship, and we can start actually doing a little bit of a tour of this third world, so get to visit some towns. Unfortunately, most of the towns don't sell anything new. So not really gonna be getting like equipment upgrades, but we'll be able to buy some things we need, like some fire schemes, some rods, which you haven't been able to buy for a while, since actually being in the second world. Well, we could have bought the bio rods, but we don't have any poison elementals, so it would have been pointless. But yay, we finally get Lena back, so our party is whole again. So let's head over here to the northeast of where the ancient library was, and that's where our airship is going to be. So And it's basically the airship from the first world, so it can land in the water or on the grass. And you just press A to, you know, take off and land. So, and here's where they mention that if we want to go to the void to fight X Death, we just have to enter it through the hole by Tycoon Castle. So, but they're like, well, before we do that, let's get some of the legendary weapons. Now, because we can only really use like only three of our classes really use weapons. Technically, you know, 75% of the sealed weapons are going to be useless to this party. So, but the three that we can use, we'll be picking up immediately. And unfortunately, one of them is probably going to be obsoleted like almost instantly. So, but here we're gonna see how X-Death is learning to control the power of the void, and he's gonna start sucking up towns. So here's Warris Castle and Warris, the town, and there's Istory. That's where we got Ramu, the sheep village. Yoink. Uh-oh. Oh, the towns are being sucked into the void. Uh-oh. That's really setting off RASAR. There's the Moogle village. Oh, the poor Moogles. They're so cute. Kupo Kupo. Bloink. Oh, that one actually said Krile. That's the first English that a Moogle has spoken. And there's Lix, RASAR's hometown. That stinks, because that's a good town. Remember, RASAR got a 50% discount on everything. It would have been nice to buy some more of those ninja scrolls. But nope. Oh no, what's RASAR gonna do when he finds out his hometown was taken away? You know, there's the wind shrine still there. Oh no. Boo! It's awful. Even a tiny place like RASAR's hometown Lix. That's too far to go. And now RASAR just vents off some steam and he flies around the whole world. He just gets really mad and he goes crazy. He goes for a tour here. You can tell he's wild and crazy because the airship's bouncing up and down. It's shaking really bad. He's putting the pedal to the metal. I guess airships must have pedals. I don't know how they're controlled. I don't know how to fly a plane. Daddy thought about maybe using his GI Bill to learn how to fly, but it would be so expensive. Like, well, in the class he can learn how to fly, but you know, then renting a plane or buying a plane and maintenance and all that stuff. I'm gonna afford it. It's either learn how to fly or have rats. You know, obviously having rats is more important. So, good job, Daddy. Stay on the ground. You can hang out with us ratties instead. Alright, so let's go to the Kuzo. So we were told about that. There's a tower over there. There's the sealed castle Kuzo. There we go. Not too far from where we were. Make a quick save here because there's some tough enemies in here, and let's head on in. But first, let's look at Mr. Cotton. He's not a tough enemy. No, he's a sweet little boy. Although unfortunately, his family gave him up because they said he was bad and bit. But apparently the staff at Rabbit and Small Animal Rescue says it looks like he was biting because he was scared of people. Someone might have hurt him. But here we have the scholars from the Wind Shrine. We can heal up here. They brought the water recovery from the Wind Shrine. And they give you the hints about where things are. So that one said about there's a shrine east of Tycoon. This guy says there's water, maybe a waterfall, and the main scholar there. If you talk with him, he'll read the book from the book, the ancient book. So now we head up here, and once we have a tablet, you place the tablet on the glowy spot, and the thing moves down, and that allows us to pick out 3 weapons per tablet. So we are going to grab the Magus Rod over here. And that's the rod that's going to boost up the power of ice, fire, and lightning magic. So, yep, it's basically a 3-in-1 rod. So, that's nice. We won't have to switch rods between the thing. That air knife we have is also going to be equipped a lot on Faris, because one of the summons that we're about to get, another summon we're about to get, is Wind Elemental, and the Magus Rod doesn't boost the wind. Here we're going to finally get a decent spear, the Holy Lance. It's almost going to double our attack power, and it's going to give a Holy Elemental attack, and one of the enemies in this thing is weak against Holy. We'll see that when we leave, so we'll just see how much damage that Holy Lance can do. And then finally, probably the most useless weapon that we're going to pick up is the Katana for the Ninja Katana. What that can do is it can help block attacks, kind of like the Gouche knife. Yeah, otherwise it's not too good. I mean, it's powerful, but we're gonna get another knife that's gonna be even more powerful than that, and we want to keep the dancing dagger because we have that chance of it running and doing the sword dance, which quadruples damage. So. With this other knife we're going to get, it pretty much is going to hit the damage cap of 9,999. That's the most damage you can deal in one attack, so. Alrighty. Once we get unlock our first sealed weapon, our first 3 sealed weapons, then Xdeath sends some of his flunkies out. Now, see all these guys here? There's a whole bunch of them. They're all going to be eventually bosses that we're going to have to fight, so... but only 3 of them leave right now, 1 to guard each of the remaining 3 tablets. The rest of them, when we eventually head into the Void to confront Xdeath, we have those other 7 monsters that we're going to have to fight, so... Yeah, the Void is kind of like almost like a boss rush. So... Now we're going to head back here. We're going to have the same enemy here, the Shield Dragon. We can't defeat this Shield Dragon with this party. Basically because when the Shield Dragon is reduced to half its hit points, what's going to happen is it's going to flee. So we would basically need to... The only way we'd probably be able to defeat is if, say like we got lucky and we got like a sword dance with that new knife that we're going to get before it managed to flee. So... yeah, because once you get it down to the, half hit points, it runs away. We were able to defeat it easily with the, last party we had, because you can use the Beast, Tamer to control it, and then when it's under your control, you can, have it use a fire spell on itself, and when it's under your control, it's not going to run away, so... He does give really good experience, though, if you do manage to defeat him, so... And look at that damage that RASAR's doing. That's because this Xdeath Soul right here, it is weak to Holy. So basically RASAR's doing, double damage, so almost quadruple damage if you think about it. Because Jump doubles your damage. Jump doubles your damage when equipped with a spear. So, RASAR's regular damage is doubled first because the jump with the spear, and then doubled again because he's weak against Holy. So why can't you use the Reaper Soul on Lena? Because she has I think she has the Bone Mail equipped. That would totally heal her up. So yeah, 3 jumps with RASAR should take this guy out. So got lucky there. Exile is, I guess she doesn't have the Bone Mail equipped. Exile is a spell that removes your character from battle, so it's kind of annoying, so yeah, you won't be able to use the character for the rest of the battle. It would have been really bad if you were to, exiled RASAR, because he's the one who's doing all the damage, so... Boink, 3 jumps, and Xdeath Soul is gone, so... Only gives ability points, not experience, so not really good for grinding levels, but... Shield Dragon gives a lot of experience, but... Well, let's heal ourselves up here. Remember, we want to use our free healing whenever we can. So, all right. And unfortunately, every time we step on the castle, we're gonna get pulled in. So I'm gonna have to take the long way around. Probably been smarter to land on the left side by the bridge. So now we have the airship. We have access to all the towns in the world. There's Tool. We already went there. Here is Regal, that frontier town. Nothing really new here, but it's always good to talk with people just to find out. Like I said, there's nothing really new here, but there is one thing we can get here. It's not going to be important for our party, but if you were doing like a freelancer party or a dancer party, we can get another ribbon in here. Remember back when we first entered this town, between the weapons and the armor shop, there's that little girl, and she said she was looking for her ribbon. Well, now that X-Death is being evil and, you know, sucking up towns into the void, you know, everybody obviously wants to stop him. And so she's like, hey, if you're going to fight X-Death, you can have my ribbon. I found it. And the ribbon, you think, oh, it's just a little ribbon. But the ribbon is an awesome piece of headgear. Unfortunately, only dancers in the freelancers class can use it. But basically, it prevents all status effects. So you wouldn't be silenced. You wouldn't be, you know, zombied. You wouldn't be poisoned. You wouldn't be turned old. So, gonna enter here through the armor shop, sneak down around this counter, talk with the girl, and she is going to give us her prized possession, the ribbon, which is totally useless for our party because none of our jobs can equip it, and we can't master the dancer job to learn the ability equip ribbon. So. Yeah, that's one of the job perks of that job. Toward the end, you lose learn ribbon, and or wear ribbon, and it lets any character class use a ribbon. So we'll just sell them off. Yeah, that looks like it for now. So let's head on out then, and we're gonna tour some more towns. We have a lot to discover in this episode, so let's hop on our airship and where can we go next? So there's the Wind Shrine. Don't need anything there. Okay, here's Carwin. We do want to come back here because there was a treasure chest in here. If you're going for 100% completion, you have to come back and pick it up now. Very similar to Sergei Castle, where there's that one guy blocking a crate. In this town here, there's another crate that was blocked earlier by a man. So now he's gone, and we can pick it up. So, and here's like a weird lady. We talk with her. Then she turns into whoever your character is and runs off and says, I'm going to, basically says like, hey, I need to improve my mimicry skill. I'm going to head off to War's Tower. But War's Tower sunk in the ground. Huh. Speaking of towers, one appeared mysteriously in the desert. There we go. There's a cottage in that barrel. We couldn't get to it earlier because there was a man between those two crates. And remember, in the first world, these people were talking about how in the North Mountain they saw the Windrake flying up there. Well, now they're saying that instead of seeing the Windrake, they saw a Bahamut. And remember what Bahamut said? He said, if we want to challenge him, he will meet us up on the North Mountain. So, but we can't challenge him yet. Bahamut's basically the ultimate summon, but we can't get him yet. Theoretically, we could. But the only way to get to the North Mountain is with a black chocobo. And we don't have a black chocobo right now, so we could get a black chocobo, but there's a clue on how to get a black chocobo, and we won't get that clue until later, so I'll just wait until I get that clue. We also got another clue that if we had a submarine, we'd be able to reach that sunken War's Tower, so maybe we have to find Sid. He's pretty smart. He can probably make a submarine. I mean, we had a submarine in the second world, so it's possible. Maybe we should go try to find Sid. Where was Sid at last? Sid was in Crescent Island. Remember, he flew back there with the black chocobo, and he was with Mid. Hey, there's Crescent Island right there, but instead of where that little landing strip was where we were able to land our airship, it's now there's a tower there. That guy gives a he gives a clue there a little bit. There's a phantom forest, phantom village in the forest, but we don't know which forest it is. We'll find that forest later. That's why it's going back to that clue. We'll get that clue a little later. But these people will give us some clues about that tower that we're seeing there. That the tower has two forks in it. The tower on the right is of strength, so you have to use physical attacking classes in that tower, and the tower on the left is magical based. You can only use magic in it. So Mid there is going crazy because he said, "Hey, Grandpa's trapped in the that place because the tower appeared." And this guy, if we played 7 pianos, there's 8 pianos. The 8th piano was in that hidden town. But if you play 7 pianos and you play the song for him on the piano, he'll give you a song. If we come back here later, after we play the 8th piano, he'll give us another song. So after the 7th song, we get this Sinewy Etude, and it just increases your strength. So we got that one that increased our mana earlier from the ancient library. Now we got one to increase our strength. So, yay! There's Mid going around, running around like he's crazy. So, unfortunately we can't help Sid right now. Can't get into that tower. But let's just follow this chain of islands, which is now like linked together. And there's Ball's Castle. Let's go visit the werewolves first. Boink! Because we want to update our well, we can get some more potions here. Use our last meal to heal ourselves up. Get some potions to sell. And then we can also refill our scrolls here. Those ninja scrolls, the lightning, the water, and the fire scrolls. So this and that one other village, the hidden village, are the only places where we can pick up those scrolls now. So yeah, because remember, Lick's got sent to the void. So sell those potions. We won't need them. They just take too long to heal up. Only 50 hit points. Basically 10 of them equals 1 high potion. So a shrine has appeared at the center of the big bridge. That's that wind shrine that we were told about, so that's where the second tablet's going to be, but we have a few things we want to do before we head right into that dungeon, so it's always good to do little side quests before you go into the main dungeon, because you might get a few more things that make, you know, power yourself up and make the next dungeon a little bit easier on yourself, so these guys are still doing this little dance to make sure that we return safely. We returned safely from Drake and Vale a long time ago. I guess now they're doing it for us when we're fighting X-Death here. So, and everyone's yeah, pretty sad now. Yep, with Lord Kelgar, with him dying, all the 4 Dawn Warriors are gone. First it was RASAR's father Dorgan, and then it was Zizat in the tower attack, then Galuf in the Forest of Moor. And then finally, Kelgar there, when he sacrificed his life to give Krill power to dispel X-Death's illusion. So, now to the east of the, to the west of the Pyramid of Moor, we have the Village of Moor. We had to access this earlier by the submarine in the second world, but now we can just fly here. So, now we can meet some new enemies, gloom spiders. So. Two of those schemes will take him out, so then we'll throw a water one here, then that'll finish him off. Look, yeah, just one straight water one wouldn't have finished him off, because would have done about like 60% of their hit points. But all right, there's 3 new enemies in this area, so let's find them all out. They're all located in this forest area. These enemies can also be encountered around Crescent, in that area too, but since we're here, we might as well find them right here, so. Slugs. They're weak to salt. No, they're weak to fire. Let's throw a flame scroll on them. Boink. Almost takes them out. So, I guess that's pretty decent experience. 1,100. Well, there's 4 of them, so everyone's gonna get that experience. So, yay! Now we just have one more new enemy to find. So, yeah, all of them seem to be exuding that like sticky substance that makes it slow. Yeah, when your character's glowing, status effects give you different colors. So like when you're slowed, you're white. Your character kind of has that white glow on them. When they have a reflex spell on them, they have that blue glow. When they're hasted or going really fast, they'll have a red glow on them. So Krile has kind of a greenish glow on her right now. That's a regeneration glow. So oh, she has the wall ring on. That's the green is a regeneration glow. So she has the wall ring on right now. But here's our last new enemy, the Mycale, the little witch floating on the moon. Because she's floating, obviously Earth ain't gonna hurt her, so yeah, tempting tango. That's one way you can get blue magic. In my next 4-job Fiesta, when I have the blue mage run, since I can't have the tamer to charm enemies and have them use blue magic, some blue magic spells I'm gonna have to wait until I use the tempting tango to force them. So, well, we'll pick up on next time at the village of Moore, and we'll finish off here by once again looking at how Cotton has improved. And look at that, after 2.5 days at the rescue, he's getting so much better. He's learned to trust people, and that's what Rabbit and Small Animals Rescue do. It helps save animals from bad situations and put them in loving, caring homes where they can learn to be appreciated and bring joy to their new families. And if you would like to support Rabbit and Small Animal Rescue, I've included a link to their homepage in the video description. You can click on there, and there's a PayPal link, and you can donate some money there to help them out. Appreciate it. Take care. Bye.